Hey guys, Leonix here with SK Gaming, and I'm joined by Quas of Team Liquid. They just won their first game of Week 3. How do you feel about that win?
Obviously feeling happy about it, but the game felt pretty slow, and I don't think we did anything extraordinary to win. We just kind of choked them out and just took little leads, and then ended up winning. But I don't think it was the best performance by us, definitely.
Okay, so actually you haven't had a lot of interviews in past couple months, and I'm appalled by that because I feel that you're like this underrated player with like this great mechanical skill that it puts the carry back into top lane. So like, how's it being on Team Liquid? That's what I want to know, and the team dynamic.
Touching a little bit what you said, I think I'm more of a solid. I don't take many risks, so I'm mostly going noticed. But the team dynamic in the Team Liquid, I think, is pretty good for me. I can just play the role of a supportive tank for like Piglet and Phoenix, and then also have them carry most of my games. But I can also play those carry time champs like Lissandra or maybe some secret picks that I'll be showing in the next few games. But overall, I really like my spot on the team, and I think we have a pretty good setup.
So you ruled the challenger scene for quite some time. I've always seen your name up in the solo queue ladders and always up top challenger. Now, moving into the Team Liquid house, and obviously you guys acquired Phoenix from Gen Air and Piglet from SKT1. What's your thoughts on your teammates so far now that he's replaced Cop and replacing Boy Boy?
I think they're pretty good players. They have really high mechanical skill, but I think with the thing about bringing foreigner players over, like Koreans over, is mainly the communication issue. So they're a lot less talkative than say Cop or Voy. But I think that's gonna change in the future. And for now, their mechanical skill is pretty good, and we are going with that, and we're getting better like every week. So I'm expecting us to be really good in a few weeks.
So for you, you coming from land and from South America or Venezuela, do you feel that you connect really well with Piglet and Phoenix just because there's that, I don't know, that foreign barrier between the team and organization?
I think it might be a little bit different for me because I've always, when I came here and when I joined the team, I think I was more fluent in like my communication skills, and I was just able to adapt quicker. But I think for them it's a lot rougher. They have a lot of more things that to take like get used to. So I've definitely been trying to help them out, like feel comfortable and feel like they have friends and teammates who they just rely on.
So you play Lissandra this game. Any comments on the meta now? I know that I've asked a couple different players of what their comments on the meta and how patches are coming out. What's your, I guess, your take on that?
I really like the meta right now because you can play anything right now in the top lane. You can play those AP carries, you can play the tanks, and there's a lot of variation that you can have, like a very big champion pool, and it can all work. Like we see players from all the regions, like we see the Chinese league, like they're playing any top, Singed, and a lot of other stuff. So I really like the innovation that you can have in the top lane right now. And my only complaint would still be the TP just being a staple in top laners. I think having that ignite could also be really good, but TP is just too good to pass on. So I think that's gonna stay in the meta for a while
until like they nerf it or something, right? So now you played Coast against Coast, playing against Chris and playing against that particular team. Did you have any strategy that you came up with? I know that you said that you like the meta right now, and it gives a lot of flexibility for you. Was there anything that you guys wanted to go against? I know that Piglet locked in Vayne and everyone went wild, but how about for you?
For me, I didn't know exactly what I was going to play going into it. All I knew is that we first picked the Lissandra, so it was a flex pick. I could go either mid or top, but we were predicting that Jessus was going to play Cassiopeia, and that's a pretty good lane into Lissandra, so Phoenix didn't want to take the Lissandra mid. So I was just put Lissandra top. Luckily, Chris played a really tanky guy like Sion, so that's really not a threat to Lissandra. Lissandra's kind of scary in the laning phase, so I was afraid he was going to get all in by a Riven or something like one of his specialty picks, but I really think the picks went really well for us this game, and we're able to secure a pretty easy win, outscaling them in team fights. Yeah.
Now I know that you're pretty heavy hitting top laner. Is there anyone else maybe in this region or in the world that you kind of like get copy their playstyle or obtain some form of knowledge, or is it just all theory crafting for you?
I think a lot of my things come from scrims. I definitely get a lot of different setups from players, so I can learn things from one team top laner, another team top laner, so I can just base my opinions on that, and also doing my own theory crafting and just making sure that I'm up to date what's going on with other regions as well. So if they're playing something a lot in another region, I might want to check it out, see if it's really OP or not, and I can bring it over here. So as far as someone specifically, I wouldn't say anyone, but I think there's a few for sure in NA and in other regions as well that influence my decision making.
All right. So any shout outs, plugins, maybe thanks to fans?
Yeah, I'd like to thank all my fans and also my sponsors, Cooler Master, Racer, okay, they're right here.
Show the entire sleeve, right?
HTC, HyperX, Quas, of course, and Alienware.
All right. If you want any more coverage just like this, be sure to check out SK Gaming on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you need to do to keep this content going. Other than that, till next time.